Right, hello there guys, welcome back to a new video. Now this is actually really weird because this is my first video of the year, but it's probably going to be the second one released. So, and also I have got an external mic, but I forgot to bring it with me. So, good old me, perfect preparation. As you can tell, we're back in Graham's garage, and today we have something really interesting to do. We have a Mini Cooper in the garage. Now, this is...
Cooper Sport.
Cooper Sport, sorry, my bad. Now, this is obviously the 1.5 petrol, 140 brake, it's in a quite a nice, like, pearlescent creamy colour, actually. I don't know if the camera picks it up well.
AKA Pepper White.
Oh, is that what it's called? That's nice. And today, we are putting on a Zaustworks Backbox delete. So yeah. Now, obviously, if you go onto Zaustworks website, you usually see the, the demo of the exhaust done. But we're going to show you the process of fitting it. So, just undoing... Oh, that is quite shiny.
Maybe when I get home.
But, we're just undoing it all. And then I think we'll do a quick before and a quick after shot as well of how it sounds. I think that'll be a nice thing to do. So, yeah, let's get this up in the air. Let's get the before shot done and all that sort of stuff. Give it a couple of revs. So yeah, it's got quite a nice little burble to it, but it is quite subtle, so hopefully that makes a huge difference. But yeah, no, so obviously we're going to get the arse end up in the air, get the old back box off, see what we're working with, and put the new one on. Rightio, so arse end of the car is up in the air. I need to try and find a decent filming spot. Ugh. So, under here, somewhere under there is a centre brace. And according to the instructions on Zaustworks, you need to cut approximately 455mm forward of that brace. So obviously towards the front of the car.
No, from the front to the back. There's the brace is here.
Oh, hold up. Okay, oh, okay. Yep.
I want you to measure from there, 450.
Yep.
Back to here, which gives you, from the other brace, roughly 160.
Right, okay, there we go. So yeah, that's where we need to cut from. So he's obviously drawn his mock-up line. And then we're going to get good old Gary out. Good old Gary the grinder. And cut the thing.
Sabre saw, that's better.
What's a sabre saw?
Reciprocating.
Yeah, no. So yeah, we're going to cut that. And then see what we're getting rid of. Right, after much tooling around, this big bastard is off. So yeah, obviously that's, I know it's not helpful, but that's about as much pipe as you need off. So you've got a slight little kink here, and then just after that kink is where you cut. There you go, there's a measuring tape. So that is, what?
380.
Yeah, 380mm roughly of pipe. And then that's the old back box off, which is bloody huge. Considering the fact that what we're replacing it with is that. So, you know, bit of a difference there. So now it's time to put the new Zaustworks one on. We've got our exhaust paste up there, which is good old Holt gun gum shit. I've used this before and I got it everywhere. But we'll leave it down to a professional. And that's you, Graham.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we're going to get that on and then see how it sounds. So,
That's a big old joint.
what Graham's fitting there is it? What is it? It's like a test pipe, isn't it, or that sort of thing?
It's the first part of the back box, because the back box is in two now.
Yeah.
Obviously there's no back box anymore.
Yeah. So you've got like a little bit of pipe to fit, which is there, and then obviously the so-called back box fits onto that. But obviously file your cut back a little bit, make it nice and smooth. Do you need any exhaust paste at all, Graham?
Don't particularly have to with some of these.
Sure.
Like the fresh sleeves, but I am just dry fitting at the moment.
Yeah.
So I might end up putting some on.
Sweet. So yeah, we're going to get it all mocked up, see how it all fits, put some paste on if needed, and then yeah, so that's how it's going at the moment. Alright, so like always when working on cars, we've ran into a bit of a headache, shall we say. So basically, the standard pipe is actually smaller than the Zaustworks aftermarket backbox pipe. So unfortunately, they don't send you any form of like reducer or coupling or anything like that to obviously downscale the exhaust. So you will have to try and make one out of a scrap of pipe, or maybe use a bit of pipe off of here and, you know, stuff like that. Just sort of tinker with it. So that's what we're doing now. Luckily we found a scrap bit of pipe laying around. But yeah, so just be vigilant and wary of that you may need to make some sort of coupling or reducer. But yeah, no, we'll get that sorted and get it all married up and see how it looks and sounds. Slowly but surely getting there. We have bought out Mike the MIG welder, and we're going to do some welding just to sort of, what am I trying to say, widen and make like a coupling or something for the pipe. Once this is done, fingers crossed, we should be able to get the new pipe on and then be done with that. Right, so we've done a bit of welding to sort of create a sleeve for the exhaust to sit better on. We've also filled it with exhaust paste, and now we're just sort of doing final assembly, making sure it's all aligned, all that sort of stuff. So we are very close to being done. It wasn't as straightforward as it maybe should have been. Ideally, Zaustworks should have, you know, included like a reducer pipe or some sort of sleeve of some sort, to sort of match up with the standard system a little more. It has thrown a little bit of a spanner in the works if you want to do this by yourself. Just be prepared to do some welding or something like that. Otherwise, yeah, it might not fit properly. But yeah, other than that, the exhaust is practically on now. Like I said, we're just making a couple of final adjustments, and then yeah, we should be able to hopefully hear how it sounds. Alright, so after much headache, and I mean a headache, the exhaust is on. Now, this kit is, well, if you can even call it a kit, is very hard to do. I mean, the best thing to do if you really want a Zaustworks kit is to either get Zaustworks to do it themselves or take it to a professional exhaust shop so they can put it on properly, because if this kit would have came with the reducer pipe that we needed, this job would have been like 5 times easier, but it just isn't. And yeah, the finish itself of the kit, like even though the piping and all that is to like a high standard, which it does look quite pretty, it's just so awkward and so hard to work with. Like, it's almost like they've done a one-size-fits-all job. Like the hangers and the brackets and all that don't fully line up where they should do, and you know, just stuff like that. It really was quite difficult to do, but we'll get it off the axle stands and all that, and we'll see what it sounds like. All good. Right, so let's hear this. Oh, that's good.